Okay, so candy corn dessert cups, super duper fun, very fall, and we're using 3 different types of pudding. So I'm going to start getting to work on that. Anne says she likes butterscotch. Those are her favorites, so we'll start with that, and she can start then mixing that together. So butterscotch, this is for you, Anne. I love butterscotch too. That used to be my great-grandmother Nana's favorite pudding. So you and Anna, we called her Nana, my grandmother, butterscotch pudding lovers. You know what I really love? And I've got to come up with a homemade recipe for butterscotch sauce that they put on toppings, you know, like ice cream. Not like the caramel, you know, but butterscotch sauce. Oh, that is so good. So to each box, we've got 3 boxes of instant vanilla pudding. We're using 2 cups of our wonderful Lamers cold milk. When you do instant pudding, it's really important to do cold milk. And you don't need to hassle with bringing the mixer out for this. I'm going to give you the small whisk, Ann, so that you can really get some muscle in here.
Sure.
So, and this is fun to get the kids in there, maybe make these this weekend. I know being that Halloween's on a Thursday, there's still a lot of Halloween stuff going on this weekend. I know Abby, my producers, their big family Halloween party is actually this weekend. So these would be perfect to make for this weekend. So I'm whisking the butterscotch pudding. I'm going to hand it off to Ann, and you're going to finish whisking until it gets a little thickened. So whisk away, lady. And now I'm going to start to work on the chocolate pudding, which is my favorite. You know, get those kids in there, let them learn how to whisk and measure. It's just so important, I think. I always say if you don't teach them to cook, they're never going to learn how. We always had a drawer in the kitchen with the kids' utensils. Nothing fancy, just extras that I had. And, you know, they felt special using their stuff. And grandparents, you know, parents are so busy these days that you can step in too, and I know a lot of you do. I hear at my book signings and things like that, that you do cook with the kids, and I think that's great. I learned so much from my grandmother and my great-grandmother, who were both great cooks. Cooked up a lot of memories together. So this is the 2 cups of milk with the instant chocolate pudding. And as it sits, and it does thicken up a little bit, so you don't have to like.
Give me the small one.
Anne's like, it's not getting there. It's one of those things that pudding, as it sits, tends to thicken up a little bit. So, and then this is the vanilla pudding, which I happen to like that too. Or you could use French vanilla. Sometimes you can find pumpkin pudding. It was very limited this season, instant pumpkin pudding, so you could use that instead of the butterscotch. But basically, we want 3 different colors of pudding going on. So that pumpkin pudding was such a huge hit that it was kind of there and gone. Jell-O came up with that for the season, and that's great. It was really good. I think you might have trouble finding it now. Okay. Well, there we go. Now you can keep working on the chocolate.
Oh.
All right. Oh, we have some pictures, or a picture. Wanted to show you, I was going through, well, I got a new computer, not by choice. Actually, I had, oh, yes. Anyway, so I was, you know, dealing with getting the pictures off my old computer onto my new computer. And this is Ireland last year at Halloween. She's my little angel. And she is with another of our angels who's now not with us any longer. Our dog Levi, as you know, passed away in spring. And he loved Halloween. He was one of those dogs that did not freak him out at all. He loved Halloween. It was like, it was his favorite, except for he was not a big fan of me dressing him up, which I always would do. I don't have a picture with that with me, but I'll have to another time. But we had a couple different costumes for him, and it would last for about 2 seconds, just enough to get the hat on and the collar. He had a couple different ones, and then like the quick picture, and he'd literally be giving me this look. If dogs could talk, and be like, okay, I'll let you get the picture, then get this thing off of me. So he wasn't a big fan of the costume, but he loved when the kids would come to the door, and he'd come to the door and he'd just greet him, and people would be like, that's the biggest dog I've ever seen. Can I pet him? And of course, Levi was like a big old giant ball of love. So anyway, it's going to be really weird not having him help me hand out the candy this year. That's going to be a little strange. All right, get whisking, lady. All right, so our chocolate pudding's done, our butterscotch. Ann says she's getting tendinitis. Okay, so this is where the fun part comes in here. Basically, it's very much on trend to get your own dessert. So layering desserts in pretty wine glasses, martini glasses, clean ball canning jars, super on trend. In fact, I'm going to more and more restaurants when I travel, and they're bringing out hors d'oeuvres in ball canning jars, lots of desserts, appetizers, and it's that whole homemade thing, and you'll get your own, and it just looks really cool. So, you know, kids like getting their own desserts too. So we're not going to use anything fancy. We're just going to actually use some plastic cups, clear plastic cups, and you can crush Oreos, but these are even easier and really fun, and the kids will love these. These are Cocoa Puff cereal, so I think we're all pretty familiar with that. Anne had not had these before. Well, you must have a bowl with a little bit of milk. It turns the milk all chocolatey, which is kind of fun. Okay, so now I use a scoop. So we're just going to do a bunch of these, and these are fun to do as an assembly line. So even if, you know, like I say, this, you know, isn't going to happen for Halloween, it's a great treat to bring to the class sometime this fall. Everybody is going to love it. So I'm just going to start layering. And there's really no, you know, this is not rocket science, but I kind of like them to be consistent. But I like to use these scoops. They really work nicely, because that way you can get the pudding in the cup and over the Cocoa Puffs, but not all over the cup, because we want to be able to see the layers. That's what makes this dessert so cool. And stick around, because later I'm going to show you some last-minute dinner ideas. It's real important to get something in the kids' stomachs before they go trick-or-treating tonight. So we always try and do something fun, something a little spooky. I know Ireland's going to probably have friends over at the last minute, so I am prepared, no worries. As of today, she didn't have any big plans, but with a high school student, that tends to change. I'm always ready. Okay, so now we're going to get a little fancy, but you don't have to be. I'm going to put some Cool Whip. This is one of the layers. So 3 different puddings, Cool Whip, candy corn sprinkles, and then Cocoa Puffs or crushed Oreos. For the Cool Whip, I thought I'd get a little piping bag here going. Again, you could just spoon it or scoop it. It's all good, no matter how it goes. But this is going to, again, get it right in there and make it a little bit pretty, a little bit rock star moment, which we all love. And this dessert does not get simpler, so this is just that little added thing. All right. And also, it's really going to control where you're putting it in the cup. These are shaping up to be really cute, Anne, aren't they?
Adorable.
We have...
What did I say?
Okay, so now we're going to throw some candy corn down, which is everywhere this time of year. Abby, my producer, brought her little boy Hudson in. This morning they had all those trick-or-treaters on Good Day, Wisconsin, which is a tradition that they do here, and it's so cute. We had more kids in here, and not a lot of crying, I think, because the trick-or-treating was indoor because of the weather. But he was so cute. He was all dressed up, but we didn't get a good picture of him. Or we haven't gotten the picture from Abby's husband yet, so we'll have to show that to you next week, because he looked adorable. He was the man from Up, so he had the balloons, and he was all dressed up. And it was just so cute, so cute. Monday, Abby, that is your assignment. You get a picture taken with him, okay? That's an order. When you don't have little ones, I just love seeing the little ones. And then we invited him into the kitchen and gave him a few little treats. Okay, so now we're going to do chocolate pudding, but again, you can do it whatever order you want to do it in. couple of events coming up. One, our big night out is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Monday, November 18th, we're headed to an Italian restaurant in the Valley. It's going to be great fun, so we hope you will join us there. It's going to be a blast. Sam Brulo, so you can go to our website for more information on that. A 5-course meal for $40. It's like a trip to Italy. Our Italian is our theme, so that's going to be great fun. And then going to be in Gillette at the Public Library. I'm going to be for a cooking demo Saturday, November 16th, doing some holiday cooking and recipes at the library. So give them a call and reserve your spot. That's always a good time. The folks there are so nice. And then Kimberly Library on Saturday, December 4th. So lots of stuff going on. Yeah, go ahead, Greg, and you can pull up. This is for more information on the big night out, you can just go to our website, fox11online.com, and you'll see that big black and red box there. Click on that, and you can get the phone number and all the information. So you need to call ahead and reserve your spot. These big night outs really fill up fast, and they're just a ton of fun. Okay, so our cups are finishing up here. Do a little bit more of the Cocoa Puffs. And you really can see the layers, and they're just darn cute. I think they are. And so easy. And then we're going to do the top, make it really fun. So the top we're going to do, where's my piping bag? It's like when and I can't believe that it's going to be time for holiday gift wrapping. I can't tell you how many containers of tape I now get and how many scissors that I have when I'm wrapping. And I just kind of sit. I usually do it in my bedroom so that, you know, nobody knows what I'm wrapping. Put on some music, and every time I turn around, where'd the tape go? Where are the scissors? It's like, well, for me now, it's where are my glasses? Well, they're on my head normally. Half the time I'm looking for them. But no, I know I totally need to get one of those tapes that you put on your wrist, Ann. Somebody told me about one of those. I need one of those, but I'd still need like 3 of them because I'd somehow still lose it, like a couple on each wrist. Okay, so now we're just going to finish decorating the tops with a nice big dollop of the whipped cream. Make sure and watch The Better Half tomorrow. I'm doing some cooking with cranberries. We have a really fun Packer wife who's a guest host. Amanda Mastay is the sweetest thing ever, Southern gal, and so she and I are going to do some cooking together. We're doing cranberry meatballs and cranberry orange cupcakes. We're cooking with cranberries. Should be a ton of fun. Okay. Pretty, right, Anne? And then we're going to decorate it up a little bit. So we have all sorts of great sprinkles, fall sprinkles. More sprinkles, more better, right? And then we'll do some candy cane.
What?
Or candy cane, candy corn. Not candy cane season quite yet.
Aren't those ghosts?
And then we'll do some candy corn just to put along the sides. So cute. Aren't these adorable? You can put them on a tray if you're having a dinner party. I think even the adults would like these. They're just super cute. And it doesn't get much easier than this. No baking required, just a bunch of layering. And you know what? You're trendy if you make these too, because these layered little parfaits are really on trend. I was thinking about, now that, you know, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, the kids' table. The kids' table, sometimes I want to be at the kids' table rather than the adult table. But, you know, a lot of the kids don't do pumpkin pie. How fun would it be to do these? So these are not just a Halloween thing. Let's put them on a platter. And there you go. Candy corn cups. Super fun.